so was played yesterday. The playoff of the round of 16th on who qualifies to the round of 16th of the UEFA Champions League was played on Tuesday and Wednesday. That happens to be the first leg of the playoff matches, and it was thrilling results from the Champions League playoff matches where Manchester City, for the very first time, lost at home to record winners of the competition, Real Madrid. Manchester City lost 3-2 at home to Real Madrid. That was on Tuesday, so I will be running you through the results, that matches that were played on Tuesday and the results of those matches. First was Brest. They were at home and they welcomed Paris Saint-Germain, where the French Giants beat them by 3-0. Ousmane Dembele is currently on fire and he was on the score sheet in that match. Second for the day was Real Madrid versus Manchester City, where the citizens, Pep Guardiola and his men, lost to Real Madrid at home by 3-2. Also, Juventus also beat PSV Eindhoven by 2-1. And Sporting CP, things hadn't been going well with them since they part ways with their former head coach Ruben Amorim, who is now the head coach of Manchester United. Since Ruben Amorim left them, they haven't won a match in the 5 matches they played in his absence in the UEFA Champions League. They lost by 3 goals to German giants Borussia Dortmund. So those were the results from matches played on Tuesday in the first leg of the UEFA Champions League playoff, that is on who qualified to the round of 16 stage of the UEFA Champions League. The matches continued yesterday and Club Brugge, they beat Atalanta, reigning Europa League champions, by 2-1. Former FC Barcelona attacker Jutla scored a goal. Nelson also scored a stoppage time winner, 90 plus 4 minutes, to send his side. That is Nelson. He scored on the 90 plus 4 minutes to make sure his side ended the day victorious against Atalanta. Pasalic, though, scored one for Atalanta, but it wasn't enough to salvage them a point in that game. Atalanta lost by 2-1 against Club Brugge. Feyenoord also beat AC Milan by 1-0. You will remember that AC Milan, in the history of the UEFA Champions League, they have won it 7 times, so they are only next to Real Madrid, but they went all the way to lose 1-0 to Feyenoord. Similarly, FC Bayern Munich, Vincent Kompany and his Bavarians, they went to Scotland and their record continues. 14 games against Scottish side. In their last 14 games against Scottish side, Bayern Munich are yet to lose against them. So yesterday they beat Celtic by 2-1, the 1967 champions of the competition. Celtic became the first British club to win the Champions League. At that time, it was called European Cup. That was in 1967. So Celtic, they won the competition in 1967, becoming the first British club, even before they won it before Manchester United, Liverpool, or any other British club. Celtic won. They lost at home to Bayern Munich by 2-1. AS Monaco too were at home to welcome 1961 and 92 matches. You will remember that the Spanish Copa del Rey fixtures for the semi-finals was done. To Atletico de Madrid. So I will take you to the fixtures for today's Europa League matches that will be to today, and so very soon I will take you to and we will go through to see the matches that will be playing today in the Europa League round of 32. So today we have the first games at 5:45 p.m. Ghanaian time. FC Midland, they will be at home to welcome Real Sociedad. Fenerbahce will also be playing Anderlecht. So Jose Mourinho's side will be welcoming Anderlecht at home. Ferencvaros will be playing Victoria Plaza today also, and Union St. Gillois will be welcoming Ajax Amsterdam. AZ Alkmaar will be playing at home to Galatasaray. FC Porto and Roma will also be playing tonight at 8 p.m. FC 20 versus Bodo Glimt. PAOK Thessaloniki, Black Stars left back Baba Abdurrahman, that is the club he plays for in Greece. PAOK, they will be at home and to welcome FCSB from Romania. So those are the matches that will be played today in the Europa League round of 32 matches today. So then we'll also go through the matches that will be played in the Europa Conference League today. That is also the round of 32 stage of the Europa Conference League. So we'll be going through the matches that will be played today in that competition. Round of 32, we have Molde will be at home to welcome Shamrock Rovers. NK Celje will be taking on Apol Nicosia. TSC Baka will welcome Jagiellonia Bielski. Vikings versus Panathinaikos. Borak Banja Luka will be welcoming Olympia. FC Copenhagen will be welcoming Heidenheim from Germany. Ghent will also be taking on Genk. Real Betis. Omonia Nicosia will be taking on Pafos also in today's Europa League matches. You will remember that last night in the English Premier League, Liverpool, they played one of their outstanding match against Everton at the Goodison Park. It wasn't a pleasant result for Liverpool, and you know the Merseyside derby, it is always a thrilling game where it's very difficult to predict it, especially when it is being played at the home of Everton. The game ended 2-2 at the Goodison Park. It was a stoppage time that decided that Everton found the equalizer to make sure they secured 1 point from the 3 maximum points. Yesterday or earlier this morning, Corinthians versus Santos. You remember former FC Barcelona attackers Neymar and Memphis Depay. They played for Santos and Corinthians respectively. Last night, the two teams came together. They came up against each other in the Brazilian Paulista 1A League. The game ended 2-1 in favor of Corinthians. So Memphis Depay side, they won the game by 2-1. But after the game, Neymar and Memphis Depay, they actually exchanged their jerseys. They also exchanged their boots. Such a nice gesture between two legendary players for FC Barcelona. Memphis Depay and Neymar, they exchanged jerseys and they also exchanged their boots after the game between Corinthians and Santos, where Memphis Depay and Neymar da Silva Santos Jr. now plays for. There are so many other important stories that I will be taking you through across Europe and also in Ghana. So former Ghana Premier League legend also Yao Amankwa Miracle, he has this to say when many are accusing Accra House of Folk and Kumasi Asante Kotoko for their joint statement demanding that they should be given at least 30% of the TV right. This is what the legendary player has to say about that. He said, there are two big rivalry teams that make the Ghana Premier League, very interesting. For Ghana, that is Kotoko and Hearts. So for them to demand a bigger share of TV deal, yes, they deserve it. Why are Kotoko and Hearts matches shown live on TV more than other teams? It is because of their pedigree and what they bring to the league. So for me, their demand is fair and it should be granted. That is according to Yao Miracle, who is a legendary player, former Ghana Premier League player. He said, if Kotoko and Hearts get more from the TV right, that money should reflect in player incentives and development. But the players also need to step up and perform justly these demands. If the league improves, more sponsors will come in and that benefits everyone. He spoke to City Sports News. So according to Yao Miracle, Hasselhoff and Kumasi's Asante Kotoko's demand for an increase in their percentages in the TV right is being justified because their matches are being shown more than any other matches in the Ghana Premier League. And according to former Black Stars player also and legendary player for Ghana, Mohamed Polo, he said Otto Addo should have been sacked right after the AFCON qualification failure. If you appoint a technical advisor for him, then it means the coach is not good enough. If Otto Addo were capable enough, he should have qualified Ghana for the AFCON. We should allow him to go for the technical advisor to take full charge of the team. For me, the technical advisor is going to do the job for him. That is according to Mohamed Polo, who is a legendary player for Ghana. Those were his words when he was interviewed. Then some two legendary players were also asked last night about who should be the favorite to win the Ballon d'Or. Mika Richard said Mohamed Salah or Vinicius Jr. That was the questioner. Jamie Carragher said Mohamed Salah, that he preferred that Mohamed Salah should win the Ballon d'Or. Terry Henry also believed that Mohamed Salah right now is the favorite to win the Ballon d'Or, which is being organized by French football. Also, there were some dramatic scenes at full time between Liverpool and Everton players and coaches. Abdoulaye Doucouré and Slot, who is the head coach of Liverpool, and Curtis Jones were all sent off after the final whistle. It was a dramatic derby game which ended 2-2, so there were some scuffles in there after the game. Also in the English Championship, Bristol City won at home 2-0 against Stoke City. Burnley scored 2. They won 2 against Hull City. Plymouth won 5-1 against Millwall. Sunderland won 2-0 at home against Luton Town. Swansea City lost 1-0 at home against Sheffield Wednesday. Sheffield United also won 3-1 against Middlesbrough. West Bromwich Albion lost 2-0 at home against Blackburn Rovers. So now the Merseyside Derby record at Goodison Park perfectly balanced now. Liverpool, they have won 41 times whenever they visit. On the number of occasions that they have visited Everton at the Goodison Park, Everton have also won 41 times, and 38 of those matches at the Goodison Park have ended in a draw. So 41 wins for Liverpool, 41 wins for Everton, and 38 draws at Goodison Park. That is the home ground of Everton. So the game yesterday between the two sides, it was an intense game. Beto opened the scoring at 11 minutes. McAllister equalized on 16 minutes. Mohamed Salah gave Liverpool the lead on the 73rd minute. And Tarkowski equalized that goal on 90 plus 8 minutes. What a game between Everton and Liverpool yesterday. The Merseyside derby, it's one of the greatest derbies in European football and also in world football. So Liverpool, they dropped points last night, and the point gap between Liverpool and second place on the English Premier League table is now cut to just 7 points between Liverpool and Arsenal. So the competition is not off yet. Arsenal are still in the competition, and for the very first time since 2004, Arsenal, they have been afforded another chance to see if they can win the Champions League. Quite a history there for Mohamed Salah. He has been doing well since the beginning of the season. Mohamed Salah has now scored and assisted in 40 Premier League games, including 9 matches in 2024-2025. Only Steven Gerrard, 9, has more Premier League goals in Merseyside derbies than Mohamed Salah, who has scored 8 now. Also, a bit of history there for those following. Always try your possible best to help us by subscribing to the channel and also sharing the link for many others to join. You can also ask us your question on what you think about the Europa League matches today, the Conference League matches today, and the result that was recorded on Tuesday and Wednesday on the UEFA Champions League. So there's another history there for Mohamed Salah. This is the 9th Premier League game that Mohamed Salah has both scored and assisted in this season. That extended his own Premier League record for the most appearances, both scoring and assisting inside a single campaign. No other player has done it more than Mohamed Salah. He has done it 7 times now. He scored 1 goal against Ipswich Town on 17th August and assisted. Mohamed Salah also scored 1 goal and provided 2 assists against Manchester United on September 1st. He also scored 1 and provided an assist against Chelsea on October 20th. On the 9th November, he scored 1 and provided an assist against Aston Villa. On December 1st, he scored and provided an assist against Manchester City. He scored 2 goals and provided 1 on December 4th against Newcastle, 2 goals and 2 assists against Tottenham on December 22nd, a goal and 2 assists against West Ham United on December 29th, and a goal and an assist against Everton on the 12th February. That was yesterday. Quite a great performance for Mohamed Salah. Liverpool began their Merseyside derby against Everton without a single English player in their starting lineup, creating a club history. So that was for the very first time that Liverpool, they started a Merseyside derby or a game against Everton without an English-born player in their starting lineup. Also, after 16 minutes in the game, it was the first time or the earliest both Liverpool and Everton scored in a Premier League Merseyside derby since November 2013. 8 minutes, a game that ended 3-3. So whenever they scored as early as 8 minutes or 16th minute, the game always ends in a draw. So that's quite a great history there between Liverpool and Everton whenever they come against each other. Mohamed Salah has been directly involved in 22 goals in Liverpool's 13 Premier League away games this season. 13 goals, 9 assists for him, the most ever away goal involvement in a single season by any player in the competition's history, overtaking Andy Cole's 21 in 1993-1994 season. So it was a great performance for Mohamed Salah in that game. Liverpool fans last night brought a banner to Goodison Park for their final derby there, celebrating the last time Everton won a trophy. 1995. At least an empty cabinet is easier to move. 30 years since Everton last won a trophy in official games. 30 years that it has been. So the Liverpool fans were mocking them, but in the end, the game ended draw. All of them picked 1 point from the 3 maximum points in the game. So for the very first time, the Africa Cup of Nations will be held in a record-breaking 51 training stadiums, in addition to the 24 stadiums that will be provided for national teams, even when they play along outside of their base camp city. They will have their own training stadium. The national team will never have to share a stadium plus referees stadium. So Morocco, they have been investing so much in football, and the next AFCON tournament, they are those going to host it. So according to the update we have for you, they have 51 training grounds for national teams that will be taking part in that competition. There won't be any instant that both referees and the footballers will be training in the same field. What a great investment being done by Morocco. So this is where we draw the curtains for today's updates here at FIFA Sports Hype. I always encourage that wherever you are following, so try to subscribe to the channel and also share the channel's link. Tonight, Europa League round of 32 matches will be played across Europe. Conference League also matches will be played again across Europe, and so play 2 nights. So let's await to see whatever outcome tomorrow in the morning. I shall come your way with you and from the local front. Thank you so much for following.